Hey everybody, it's Anakinnnn here, and today, instead of showing you actual game, we're going to talk a little bit about the interface. You know, some of you out there are going to be like, what the hell, you know, I already know all about this, you know, but I'll tell you, it's crazy how many people I come across that just don't pay attention to certain buttons. They don't know what to click on or what's available to them, or you know, what kind of information they need. Right now, let's talk about, you guys don't make fun of me, I'm sick. We're going to talk about just some of the things that you have access to and how to get to it. I brought up the multiplayer screen, and as you guys can tell, I'm on the Xbox. First thing, before you ever even go in, once you're at the multiplayer screen, before you ever even go in, you can hit your Y button down there. If you look in the lower right side, you can hit the Y button, and this shows all of your friends who are in the game on your friends list, you know, what they're doing, what's going on. I'm going to scroll down here. You'll see a couple of people here. We've got my friend Easy Cheese. He doesn't have an emblem or anything like that because he hasn't gotten the game yet. Looks like Callisto here, Alder, a few other individuals here do not have the game yet, and you can tell, obviously, by them not having any kind of emblem or logo yet. Don't forget too, if you're looking for some revenge from maybe some people you encountered earlier in the you know, in some of your games. These are recent players. Show who you played with and how long ago you played with them. That keeps a list of 50. Also, don't forget, if you select somebody here, I'll just grab somebody at random. Here's Warthog. I'm just going to hit A. You can do a friend request. You can go in. You can look at their combat record, gamer card. Or if you encountered somebody you didn't care for and they were causing grief for everybody, don't forget you can always report player from this screen. We're going to back out of all this, and also just, you know, for your reference, if you're in an Xbox Live party at that moment, and you know, look at who's in your party for whatever reason without ever going to the Xbox screen. You can also start a party here. Again, if you look down there at the very bottom, you'll see if you hit Y, you can actually start an Xbox Live party. We're going to back out of here. Now remember, that's all before you ever even get into the actual Xbox Live multiplayer screens, and that's where we're going to go now. We're going to hit A, we're going to go on in there, and one thing I want you to do, I really want you guys to explore these 5 different options that you've got here once you want to go in to actually start playing. Player match is basically what you're going to go into generally. Your player match is all your standard game modes. You're going to play with your friends. You're going to jump right in. You know, that's your generic place there. Private match, obviously just like it sounds. This is where you're going to go in, you're going to pull your friends. Maybe you're going to load up a map yourself to kind of go learn a few things about the map, or maybe some weapons. Remember, private matches, you don't get any XP, you don't get any COD points. So just keep that in mind. It is fun if you want to set up your own arrangement instead of doing some of the game modes or whatever else is available. It is fun. Wager match. Now, you know, that's going to be a topic for another day. If you guys have not explored the wager match scenario, there are 4 different game modes. They are really, really fun. There's one called Gun Game that I think is a blast. One in the chamber, the crossbow, and what are they, sticks and stones, something like that. And then another one where your gun changes every 20 or 30 seconds or something like that. There's some really, really fun game modes in there, and let me tell you, they're tough. They're very tough. Some of them really puts your skills to the stress level, because you may be good at a certain weapon, you may be good at a certain game mode, but you get into wager match, and I'll tell you, it's a whole different world. Fun though, you can gain a lot of COD money in those matches. Really good stuff. Combat training, this is really good. I was really shocked that Treyarch put something like this in there. Basically, combat training is where you can go in and you can play against the AI. You take your friends, you may want to go in, you can play with them, or you know, just by yourself if you want. If you want to learn the maps instead of just wandering around by yourself, just kind of exploring. This actually throws in some practice dummies, is what they call them here, which is basically bots, AI-controlled individuals. One of the funny things, by the way, is they will name the bots individuals from your friends list, and that I thought was a nice touch. That's pretty fun. Theater, by the way, a lot of people do not know that much about theater. I'm going to go on in here just for a second, just so I can show you guys. you've got all kinds of really interesting things here. You can go to my file share, which I have nothing in here at the moment. I've tried out some things. My recent games, you can look at all kinds of the games that you just played. It keeps up to your 100 last games, and you can go in there, you can look at the length of time, you can look in what the end result was, how many kills and deaths you got on it. Really, really good history here. It does take a minute or two to pull up some of the information, but I'm telling you, it's great stuff. I'm going to back out of here. If you go to community as well, this is all the different kinds of community films that are out there. You can go in here and filter. You can even go in, one thing I want you guys to know is you can actually filter all the films that are available out there by films you're included in, files you're included in. That's really, really cool stuff. You can go out there and look and see if somebody has recorded a game or uploaded a film and whether you're actually in that. And sure enough, I did have a couple, so I thought that was pretty cool. You've got clips here of all kinds of different things that people are doing. This is almost like your own little YouTube just for your Black Ops. You've got screenshots as well. People have some pretty funny screenshots out there, and of course custom games is kind of the private games and so forth, as well as other things that people may be doing on an honor system. But this is really good stuff here. Something I want to make sure that everybody understands is you can actually watch some of the games in here. You can go in here and render some of these films into 30-second clips, and you can render them from anybody's viewpoint, not just yours. You can do third person, first person, you can do roving cameras around the map. You can take any 30-second period from the game that you want, and once you render that, it not only goes into the community file area, but if you go to callofduty.com and you link either your Xbox, PlayStation, or PC tag to your callofduty.com account, you can actually render your movie files and access those movie files and render those out to your YouTube channel. A lot of people do not know that. I want to spread that because I really think people without the DVRs and PVRs that some of us have, and if you want to share something, you can render it to your YouTube channel, and this is all free that Treyarch has provided. Just link your gamer tag to your callofduty.com account and then render all of those files and scenes that you have in your theater here on your actual console over to your YouTube channel. I'm telling you, that's a blast. You can start sharing things with your friends, and you don't even need to own a PVR or DVR. Alright, we're going to back out of here. We're going to go back again to the main player match. This is another area, okay? This is the main area, like I was saying. You're going to go into player match, and you've got all kinds of information in here, alright? First thing is, you got find match. Of course, then you've got even more options here. Core is your basic game modes, okay? This is all your standard stuff. Bare bones, if you haven't been introduced to it, is basically very, very minimal gameplay. There's no kill streaks. They even limit some of the equipment. Some of the other things that are available, it is down to, just shooting people. That's it. Bullets only. That's about what it boils down to. Hardcore. Let me tell you, hardcore, you don't get an HUD, you don't get your HUD, okay? You don't get your heads-up display on anything. You also have extremely limited health, as they mention here. Almost all bullets are 2 or 3 at most to kill you, okay? It is not nice. And prestige, I haven't even gotten there yet. We're looking into it, so that should be interesting. We're gonna go back here, switch lobbies. This is where you actually can go back to one of the other lobbies that you're not in at. Right now, of course, we're in player match. That's why it only shows 4. Now, we're going to come down to, we're going to skip create a class at the moment. What I want you guys to also see here is contracts. Now, contracts is a little extra ability for them to kind of help the economic system that they've implemented in the game. The economy is kind of neat. They allow you to buy stuff, and you get rewarded with these COD points or this COD money that they've created inside Black Ops. And contracts are pretty fun. You can go in and, you know, like for example, obviously the easier the contract, the harder it is, you know, or the less money that they reward you with. But if you get up here, for example, here's the M16 Brutality. They give you 40 minutes of the next amount of time. The next 40 minutes that you spend alive in the game, you have to get 75 kills with the M16. 40 minutes of actual time in the game, okay? And then they reward you with 1,100 COD points and 1,100 XP. That's really good, gang. But obviously, you know, you have to be smart here. You have to say, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to equip 2 or 3 different classes all with the M16. You know, I need a running gun class. I maybe need a little bit of a camping class. I need a domination class or a search and destroy class. But my main gun for the next 40 minutes anyway is going to be an M16. You know, and again, they talk about all the different weapons. The Galil here, they've got, you know, twin mags. They're just saying anything where you've got dual mag attachment on it. They'll give you a 250 COD point reward here if you get 25 kills, again, in the next 40 minutes of time alive in the game. You've got all kinds of different contracts here. You know, you've got domination. These are basically game mode contracts. And then the specialists, they want you to use certain guns or certain styles of guns, and again, usually this is based on 40 minutes. They do have this one, get 5 headshots without dying for elite precision. They actually allow 1 hour of time alive in the game. That one's a little different, a little bit more, and a little tougher, obviously. But anyway, these change constantly. You know, this is these are updated. They try to force you into new game modes. Very, very cool stuff. All right, we're going to back out of that. You know, kill streaks are back for all those of you that are obviously familiar with Modern Warfare 2. You can choose whatever kill streaks here you want. You got to buy them and then equip them. You know, to obviously equip something here. If I want to switch over to mortars, you have to unselect everything else, and we're going to go and select mortar. That's how you get it. And of course, you can go down and hit Y, and you can clear all the kill streaks if you want. And then, you know, choose 3 new ones altogether. So, kill streaks are always really good here. Okay, well that was quite a bit to go over already, and look for my next video where I'm going to go over the player card option. The player card is something everybody should know about. There is a wealth of information that allows you to go over everything regarding your performance in the game so far. Be on the lookout for that next video. I'm also going to have one other video that's going to talk about class setup. And again, you know, a lot of this may seem like common sense, but I have seen some extremely oddball selections, and I've actually had some people also request some of my advice on setting up classes. So look for those 2 videos, and remember to subscribe to the Anakinnnn YouTube channel if you like and you know, like everything that I'm doing here. And don't forget to head on over to the Next Gen Tactics YouTube channel, as well as nextgentactics.com, and visit some of the other directors. Again, this is Anakinnnn for Next Gen Tactics, and thanks for watching.
Hey guys, we're on Facebook. Check the description of this video for the link to our new Facebook application. Subscribe and get our latest video updates posted right on the wall on your own Facebook page.